Happy Tuesday. Time for Tidbit Tuesdays. So I know I've talked a little bit just a couple of weeks ago about knowing your insurance. So here's another example. I'm very confused when people think when they have insurance that insurance will cover everything. So let's talk about that. So you pay a premium for insurance. I get that. Whether it's health insurance, homeowners insurance, auto insurance, you're paying a premium. In all those scenarios, there is not a plan that you pay your premium and then everything gets covered. It's not. You either have a deductible, homeowners, and auto. On medical, you can have a deductible. You can have co-pays. You can have co-insurance. So when someone says to me, I went to the dermatologist and they had to remove something and it cost me $700, I'm like, and? Dermatology visits, I think where the confusion comes from is people think that anything to do with wellness is covered. So there are many wellness things covered under your medical. If you go get your pap smear, that's covered. If you stay in network, there's the other key. You have to be in network for things to be covered. If you go to the dermatologist and they do a cancer screen, your yearly checkup, that's covered if they're in network. But if they need to remove something, that it does not fall under wellness. That is now a procedure. And depending on your plan, that will determine whether you have a deductible to meet or whether you have a copay. You will have to pay something. So if you have an all deductible plan, then it's not going to get paid until you hit your deductible. And then, yes, then your insurance will pay 100% in network. Out of network, everything's off the table. You're going to pay regardless if you go out of network. You have to stay in network even for your wellness stuff. And a lot of people don't realize that. And the other thing to check when you do your wellness is if women, you go to the gynecologist, make sure they send your pap to a lab that's in network. Because your gynecology may be in network and it would be logical to assume that they use an in-network doctor, but that is not always the case. And I've actually had this happen. Even though I told them which lab to use, the OBGYN office sent it to the wrong lab, then I get a bill from the lab. And no, I did not have to pay that because the doctor's office was at fault for sending it to the wrong lab when I told them which lab to use. Know which labs are in network. So when you go and have lab work, you go to the lab in network, or the doctor's office sends your pap to the lab in network. They can send it to any lab. I don't care if they have a preferred. It's what your insurance will pay, so you're not stuck on the hook for paying that. But the key to all your wellness stuff is what falls under your wellness, what's considered a wellness. So another example, colonoscopies. Screening colonoscopies are covered 100% in network. What is not covered or covered not at 100% is if they find polyps and they have to remove polyps. Now that's a surgery. The surgery is not covered under your wellness. You have a deductible to meet in most cases or a copay. So, and unfortunately, you don't know this until they actually do the colonoscopy. But if it's just a screening, they find nothing, great. You're in network, it's going to be covered. But if they have to do surgery, now you're going to owe some money. So understanding about being in network is going to save you a lot of money. I don't care what you pay for your insurance. There's always going to be some cost sharing on your plan, and it's up to you to understand that on your plan, what's covered, what's not, what you can expect to pay. So, until next week, peace out.